And good Friday morning to you. I hope all is well in your world as we begin a Friday and get ready for, well, cooler weather this weekend. Everyone ready for that? We're going to hit about 85, 86, that high tomorrow, 69, and be ready for tomorrow night's low as we'll settle in for a cool 43 to 44 degrees tomorrow night. That's drastic of where we've been. So be ready for that. We got all the details on that coming up this morning to break down to tell you what to expect. Cold-natured, go get your blanket. You may want that this weekend. A couple bridges that are going to be closed in the Lauderdale County area, West Lauderdale area. As we look at this first one, let me pull this up. This is going to be off of Martin Kemper County Road on Snowden Road. Right there is where this is going to be. Let me pull that up where you can see that better there. From the Lauderdale County Road and Bridge, that one's going to be closed. Also, let me go up and find the other one. This next one's going to be near Ball Diamond Road. And it's indefinitely until they decide budget-wise and all that before it gets fixed. This is going to be the next one. Here's Leeville Road. Here's Diamond Road, and it'll be in the curve right there at Gin Creek past Ball Diamond Road. Again, that's in the West Lauderdale area. Keep that in mind if you travel those roads every day and have to find a different way. I know there's several bridges through the county that's been out a while. One right off of 19 that would take you to 494. Little back road through there. That one's shut down, and they've got the dirt piled up in front of it where you can't go around it. So they're trying to repair all these. So keep that in mind as you go about your travels, and hopefully it won't put you out of the way too much of going to and from your home. We hope not. It is a Friday. We're glad to have you here. As headlines read this morning, the highest gas prices in the state of Mississippi in the last 7 years. That speaks volume there. 7-year high. I'll leave that alone. As we begin other stories that we'll have this morning at 8 o'clock, do you remember when the Democrats wanted to pack the Supreme Court, add more? They're saying the commission said no, that is not the decision to do. Shockingly, I didn't expect them to say that, but the commission has voted no to the Biden administration on adding to this. We'll talk more about that this morning, beginning at 8 a.m. as well. Hope you'll join us. Candace will be in just a little while, and we'll dig deep into all the stories that are going on nationwide and get you updated on everything. I hope you'll join us. That's coming up just before we know it here. Also, we'll tell you about a few other things going on. Canton Flea Market beginning. If you're going to it, you're most likely up or getting ready to leave the house to go to that. That's a big deal that people go to every year. So I hope you enjoy yourself as you head over for that. All right. Let's go to radar now and talk about fog, because we've got a lot of fog this morning throughout the state. Let's pull this up where you can see. If you're just leaving home here to the west and south of Meridian, it gets thick. As you look at the this overall state view, eastern Alabama, also Little Rock, Arkansas. But as we dig here, let's go in here. Over at Vicksburg, we've got a lot of fog coming up on the bridge there. As you leave Meridian, you go west and get on I-20. Let's turn on location so you can see a little bit closer to how this works. All up by Lazy Acres Christmas Tree Farm. As you get out here at Chunky, we've got a lot of it. When you get past Newton, it's going to get thicker. It gets real thick right there about Rose Mobile Homes. And then the further west you go, you get to Walmart there. Newton is thick, and then even heavier as you get over here near Lawrence. So be careful in there as you go south. That little intersection here at the country corner at Gardner is Garlandville is going to be very thick. As you go down and you get into deep into Jasper County, Rose Hill, there at the post office, y'all have got a lot. Lake Edens, look at all of this. And as you go over here to Paulding, also, Bachuda, y'all have got a lot. Now, this is making its way into Quitman at this point. As we look at radar, if you're in Quitman, expected to be out there, probably light fog. There it goes, as we just got an update, just moved into the city limits of Quitman. So y'all be careful on down to Jay's Taxidermy as we go out here. Highway 18 there at Harmony Baptist. Thick. Be careful there. This goes south into Waynesboro also. That's Wayne Academy. And, of course, there's an advisory starting at Wayne County all the way to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Here's Jones Junior College. Here's USM, and it just gets thicker as you go to Gulfport all along here. And this will be all the way over to Baton Rouge if you've got to go there for any reason this morning. But we've got a lot of fog locally, mostly west and south of downtown Meridian. But as you get out here, Arundel Road, and you go right up here near Plant Sweat, Look at that. That's in those areas there. That's Valley Road through here that'll take you up to Clarkdale. Savoy, thick. 59's got a lot of it. Out at Stuckey's Bridge, and also there, right there at Dunn's Fall. A lot of fog in those areas there. So plan your day. Leave a few minutes early here, especially if you've got to go toward Jackson. Drive slower, get there in one piece is what I'm saying there. So that's a quick look at that. As we scan at this, northern Mississippi picking up some showers this morning as we go up through here. Here's Tupelo, just west of their light showers. And the further north that you go, Corinth. A lot of rain there this morning. Also, that extending into Tennessee, Savannah up here, Lexington, these areas here, Henderson. We go back over here to the Memphis area. Some light showers there if you're in the Memphis area this morning. But showers here, Clarksville, those areas all west of the Nashville area to our friends north of us. And that fog up North Carolina is some kind of thick this morning as well, like southern Mississippi. So that's sort of your fog outlook for the day. Best way to word that. All right, let's turn our thoughts and get into the weather forecast and see what we've got going on today. As we look at our record highs and our record lows, we go back to 2018. It was a warm day, 91. Hard to believe that was 3 years ago. 2018 just does not seem that long ago, but it is. As we look at the record low, it was 1978. I think I was in second grade at that time, and it was a low of 32 on this day. Boy, that's cold. As we follow through with this and we start looking at what today is going to do, mostly sunny for the most part, a smidgen of a chance of showers after 5 p.m. here. We're looking at 88, 87 in the Meridian area, and you go up through Philadelphia, up to Columbus, the same amount, down to Laurel. West of us, as we get to Vicksburg, Jackson area, and the Mississippi Delta, expected to be 90 and on into Louisiana. As we go east of here, we'll hit 88 in Demopolis, Alabama, Tuscaloosa, 88. Livingston, you'll get about 87 today and 85 in Fayette, Alabama there. Jasper, Alabama, about 85. So there you go there. As we look here. Now, this is what the National Weather Service puts out, and it backs up what my radar tells us. And this is going to be till about 9 a.m. Gabe Swan said very accurate about the fog, chunky all the way to Forest, thick, thick, thick. So that's a good sign of what's out there. These radars are pretty good these days of naming this stuff. But as you get down to Laurel, Hattiesburg, it'll get thicker. But as we got that update on my radar right through here, thick, thick, thick. Although it has not got an advisory, there's always a chance that they'll update this from the National Weather Service. Regardless whether there's advisories or not, it is thick. Leave home, drive a little bit slower, changing lanes. Even on 4 lanes are bad, but if you live on one of these 4 lanes that have it to where you have to cross over to cut across, like Highway 19, for example, that's one of those to where it doesn't have the block mediums. State highway, that be careful. You cause a wreck in a heartbeat there. But a lot of that. As we look at this, as we go to the National Hurricane Center, only a 10%. Now, this should fade away after today. It's taking an easterly turn. It's going to stay way away from the states, which is great. Right now, we don't have anything coming. We're hoping all of this will go away. But after today, you won't see this little fella anymore. He's just doing some rain out there, the best he can do at the moment. As we move forward and we look at these highs, Mississippi, look at that. We're normal. As we get into this October here, as cooler temperatures come into the weekend, I expect that to change. Those 40-degree temperatures on the way there. And this goes all the way up through Tennessee, parts of, look at that, but that's nice. Almost all the way to Detroit there. The Northeast is above average, and also you get out to Washington, Washington State in those areas above warmer. But that's a quick look at what's going to happen over the next 6 to 10 days there. Now, let's get into our forecast breakdown so you know exactly what's coming today, what's going to be going on. 10% chance of showers today after 5 p.m. My radar system, that's from the National Weather Service, my radar system tells us it's going to be a little higher than that, about 20%. Now, as we go into the nighttime hours, this 20% will bump up just a little bit there before 3 a.m. This will go away after daylight hits, but we got about a 50% chance after midnight up to 3 a.m. Those temperatures tonight will hover at 59. That's not bad. As we go to tomorrow, a high of only 69. Yeah, that's way different, isn't it, from what we've seen there. A low of 45 tomorrow night. As we get into Sunday night, 49. That's way different. And not hitting 70, either one of these apparently here. 60-degree weather. 69, we'll call it that, won't we? 0% chance of rain. That we won't see rain chances until we get into the rest of the week. 71 on Monday, 49 for that low. And again, now, if you're cold-natured, you'll want to do this today. Go ahead and fire up your heat, whether you're using gas long, get that dust burn out of them. If you hadn't turned on your central heat all year, which most likely you hadn't, turn that on for a few minutes. Let that old smell burn off. If you don't feel comfortable about it, get a professional to come out and blow that out and test it for you, make sure everything's all right. Throughout the week, though, we've got 75, 77, 74. It's not bad at all. One of the best weather weeks that we've had in quite some time as we look at all of this. It's good stuff. Now, let's go one more week into October here. This is going to carry us through the 29th. This will be a lot of fall festivals by the end of this kicking off. 76 a week from today, then 71, 71, 75. Look at this. We're going to stay in those low to mid-70s for the remainder of October as we head toward November. That almost makes you think fall is here, doesn't it? We're way close to that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deer hunting forecast as we get into all of this each year as it rolls about. Of course, Jay's Taxidermy would love to have you into the Battle of the Bucks. The first major feeding time today is going to be that midday hunt from about 9 a.m. to 11 o'clock. There's a 2-hour span there that is best. Your winds today are going to be southwest 5 to 10 this morning. If you're one of those going to be hanging from a tree, that's kind of what we're looking at there. We'll keep these coming for you to keep you updated on the best times to deer hunt. We'll bring that back up in about an hour or so there also. Weekend forecast, we'll keep you up on all of that. So getting better and better as we head into this fall. I like the weather, and I'm sure you do too. And as we bring that up, where you get all your supplies for deer season, Lauderdale County Farm Supply. If you hadn't dropped by and visited with Ron lately, go in and see what they've got. As we continue planning, Tecomate, they've got this, the Rackmaster seed there. Some of the best you can get. And, of course, if you're looking for Marshall, they've got that also, that ryegrass there. Plenty of that to choose from with the triple grip corn mixed in with soybeans. Cameras. If yours has quit working, can't find it from last year, go by and get them. I got some somewhere I got to go look for. See them, get these out in the woods now. You can get the SD card, or you can get it sent right to your phone there with the pictures loaded up automatically. A lot of deer cane and different things that you can put down to draw the deer in is great. If you need a new camp, if you're needing scales, if you're needing tinks, go ahead and get your supply up with these. And boots. They've got plenty of those, from the work boot to mud boots, all there at the Farm Supply with flashlights and toys for the pets. And as always, they have a great selection there coming for you there in the gift shop. You can see it all at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Corn and a whole lot more, including guns and ammo. The Lauderdale County Farm Supply, exit 151 off the interstate. Visit with them. They'll help you out there. It is Friday, nice weather. Let me say a few good mornings to some folks that are up and trying to get that day started as we earn our living, don't we? Brian Guess, how are you today? From Philadelphia. Glad y'all are with us. Connie Johns is with us. Terry Ray, along with Donna Roseman. Bree Packer is up. Miss Sylvia Stewart. Tommy Ainsworth is doing something with cows somewhere, I'm sure. Also, Gilbert Gaddis. Arundel. How are y'all doing out in that area there? Let's see. Laura Lee. Did I pronounce that right? Laura Lee. Glad to have you here. LaWanda Grantham. Ray Vaughn is up from Hurley, Mississippi. Glad to have you joining us there. Miss Joy Robinson is along with us. Gabe Swan, talking about that fog there. Stephen Wadden McKinnon is up. How are you doing there? Let's see here. Good morning. Years ago, didn't it used to be Scotty Ray and Becky? I did work with Becky some way back in the day. It was Scotty Ray and Debbie for the most part, but I did work with Becky when she was with Earl and Earl Aycock way back. That would have been, let's see, I was with Ken in the late 80s, and I want to say Ken Rainey departed there in early 90s. And then Becky and Earl came about, and I worked with Becky some. And then Debbie and I worked together for, oh, Lord, I guess it was 17 years. Every morning we drug in and said good morning. Long time. Yeah, I'm getting to be an older guy now, aren't I? It's hard to imagine all of that. Wow, how time flies away. Good morning, Chuck Luke. Scuba, Mississippi. How are y'all up there? Miss LaWanda Grantham representing Porterville, Mississippi. And every time you pass through Porterville, you think of Mr. Jack Webb. You can't help but think of him. Let's see here. Also, Lamar Hembry on the other side of Kemper County. Good morning to y'all. Sandy White. You be careful out there, Sandy, as you hit up 19 there. Be careful. Reggie McKee is up along with Donna Page from Philadelphia there. I don't think we've got fog yet in Philadelphia, but if y'all do, let me know. Also, LaWanda said lots of memories. You used to make us some Christmas ornaments. We still got those on our tree. Do appreciate that. Miss Sue Thrash. And that's the way it was back in the day. How time does fly. As I showed the picture of Debbie's grandbaby yesterday. Can you believe Debbie, a grandma? Wow. Cornbread, how in the world are you doing this morning? Yep. Good to see him. Nick Dow there is right there on that Geiger, Alabama line there in Scuba, Mississippi. But enjoyed it this morning. We'll be back in a little over an hour from now. About an hour and 14 minutes. We'll be back live with the morning show. As Candace will join me, getting that hair and makeup ready. She'll be here. We'll tell you about all the things that are happening locally. We got a happy birthday. And we'll bring this up again. Miss Virginia Cornwall. She's celebrating her 75th birthday today. I hope it's a nice one for you and a good one. We'll have some more special guests. Emily White's coming in next week. We'll tell you about Bud and Burgers that's going to be in downtown Meridian next week also. And then it's just tons of things of fall festivals that are going to be happening. We'll talk about all of those this morning that are, let me make sure while we're sitting here talking, there could be something this weekend that I didn't mention yet. Let's see. Yeah, I wanted to bring this up. The Debs are going to be doing this weekend. This is going to be at Northcrest Baptist Church. This is going to be tomorrow from 9 until 12, the annual Special Needs Carnival. So if you can make it out to help the Debs there, they'll be at Northcrest Baptist Church. That's on North Hill Street. That's going to be going on. Also, there is going to be a fundraiser for Jeff Holland tomorrow, also out at News Restaurant. We'll tell you more about that. And let's see here. Also, a run tomorrow. And a lot of folks get up and love to go do stuff like this. The Meridian 5K run, the Mini Pumpkin. It's going to be at Bonita Lakes. State Games is putting this on. Check that out. That's all going to be tomorrow there at Bonita Lakes. You can drop by and do that if you're into running and like to do things like that. Me, not so much. I never was a jogger, but a lot of folks did. That's coming up. And we'll be telling you more about the Bud and Burgers. It's the 6th annual coming to downtown Meridian next week. And we'll have somebody from Budweiser coming in to talk about that. A lot of cooking. Do you think your hamburger's better? I think they got prizes that are going to be given away. We'll talk more about that next week also. So that's coming up. Laura Orflin, how are you there? Angela Sloan is up. Glad to see all y'all. Again, I invite you back here in just a little while as we'll get things rolling on this day. Let's do one last thing before I let you go and make sure this fog has not spread since we last looked at this in our area there. The heavier stuff now creeping into Lauderdale County as we go back here and pull this up. This is heavy stuff. All of this Clark County, if you're traveling through 59 Jasper County, just about the entire county. Hard to believe they have not listed an advisory for these areas, but it's coming. All equipment under fog, and southwestern Lauderdale County has got it. It could be creeping up across your pasture as well. We'll have details on this coming up and a whole lot more. And thanks for spending part of your morning with me. I do appreciate it. We'll be back soon here at Scotty Ray's Weather. It's Friday, y'all.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by